We all know Ares, right? Greek god of war. Big, tough, butch. Symbol of rugged manliness. A sort of muscles out to here kind of guy. A feel the edge of my sword, mortal kind of god. What Pornhub would refer to as a muscle jock. Okay, so let's put the cat amongst the pigeons here, especially with the no homo bro crowd who would idolise Ares for these things. Was he, in fact, gay? Okay, considering he had an affair with Aphrodite, let's not say gay, let's say bisexual. Was Ares bisexual? Yes, but also no, but also maybe, possibly, but also definitely not as gay as Apollo, who was quite literally the god of gay. Now, all of the Greek gods have some sort of homosexual tendency. They're all either a little bit gender fluid, a little bit bisexual, a little bit gay. They all have these stories, these LGBTQIA plus stories in mythology. They all have same-sex lovers. But when it comes to Ares, there is only one story about him having a male lover. And even then, it's dubious. I refer you here to Lucian of Samosata, who wrote a dialogue called The Dream, or The Cock, in which he tells the story of a fellow named Electron, who he claims shared amorous adventures with Ares. Amorous adventures open to interpretation. Lucian, he's not clear on the subject. He could mean they were sharing amorous adventures with each other, or at the same time as each other they were acting as each other's wingmen. Rather than just quoting straight from Lucian, here I am going to include a little sketch. Electron, I am going to ravish Aphrodite in this room here. Alright, cool. Warn me if Apollo approaches, for he will tell her husband, Hephaestus. I'll just stay here and watch for Apollo. Is There Hope for Percy Jackson? By Luke Castellan. Aphrodite, you are looking ravishing today. Ares, my handsome muscle jock. Of course, it will be me doing the ravishing. Ha 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 ha. Do one thing for me, big boy. Put it on. Put the mask on. For you, my dear. Anything. Now kiss me. Sleeping man, why are you sleeping there? Ravish me again, Aphrodite. Ravish me like one of your French girls. Ah, well. Now this is interesting. Oh. Ares. Apollo! In some versions of the story, it's Helios who discovers the two lovers. In other versions, like the version I've chosen, it's Apollo. But whatever version, they all end the same way. Ares punishes Electron and turns him into a rooster. Or, to put it another way, Ares' cock. But were they lovers? That's the question. Lucian isn't clear. Other people have said, yes, they were lovers. Yep, I'm going to interpret it this way. Other people have said, no, they're just close companions. But the modern consensus seems to be that, yes, Ares and Electron were lovers. They were gay lovers. And I actually like this version of the story, because it reflects badly on Ares. It makes him look flawed. It puts a bit more sympathy and a bit more roundedness on the whole thing. It means that Electron falling asleep is actually open to a bit more interpretation. Did he actually fall asleep on purpose, out of jealousy, out of spite, so that Ares and Aphrodite would get caught? It makes the story so much better, if you ask me. And since mythology changes, since mythology warps and twists over time, who's to say that we can't invent a string of male lovers for Ares? Who's to say that he didn't have 100 men at a time? We can say that Apollo was the god of gay. So maybe we should say that Ares was the gay god of war.